with the show once again throwing a ominous bad guy at the screen, and well, we're kind of expected just to accept that. Is it going to pull once again the whole haha, we tricked you, they're actually friends doing something for the right reason, just going about it poorly? Or is it actually going to follow through and it is actually going to be a legitimate bad guy this time? I'm technically still on the fence about that, but I'm leaning more towards actually a bad guy, because who else has slick back hair? To find out the answer, we're going to have to watch more Index. So strap yourself in, get a drink. Let's begin. Yeah, there is... I wonder if it's going to carry on with the whole multiple things, inside out kind of things. Who's on what level of reality? If someone's around and they're not responding to you, is it because you're just getting the cold shoulder, or they legitimately can't hear you because they're on the outside of the coin in that analogy? And when's it actually going to get back to the Electro Girl and the others? There is... How many episodes is it going to be before they've finished with the extra layers of all the world building that they're giving off? But I'm pretty sure we have met less than 1/10 of the characters so far. He's just enjoying the walk, yes. I would think that the great mage with all of those runes would have a better way of searching. Because don't just stop suddenly. Wasting his cigarette. Okay, what, you're going to take it into your own hands? At what point are they actually going to fix her outfit? Actually, just sew it up. Keep telling yourself that, whether or not you believe it or not. Eh, it's never really too late. Kind of guessed that was the part of the main aim. Why are there so many interested parties hoping to help her? how many. Hmm. So he's won 3 years ago. Okay, that does actually answer something. Actually, friend, it seems you're a bit not caught up. Hmm. I was thinking more just transpose the memories of the grimoire into the vampire. Hmm. He's using people for his own ends, not really caring about what they think of the proceeds. Was he always like this, or was it the pain of seeing Index go through that which turned him to a bit of a prat? You're yeah, he hasn't done a bit of information gathering. So now he's gonna obtain some sort of inferiority complex as well. Which is actually kind of good because it's not some sort of hero destined to save the world. It was a relatively normal person. Don't give away the secret. Damn it. Are you trying? Is he purposely trying to aggravate him? And that's the reason she was calling out. Hmm. At least, at least she's sleeping peacefully. It's not the worst sleep talking she could have said. Well, that doesn't sound like a forced laugh at all. Putting herself between them and the danger. He's not going to stop now. Well, hopefully his powers aren't immediate acting. Because if they've got some sort of time limit, or they stop after it gets removed from the unreality side of the coin. Poof. Yeah. So the main thing, if you want to stay near here, don't become a vampire. Can I was about to say, is it a conscious decision, or is it a self-preservation one, like with Index's autopilot? Which, you know, is the road to hell was paved with good intentions, and how many times has that been said? I I guess in one sense. Well, yeah, he's holding her. So it wasn't immediate acting. And now you've pissed him off. Hmm. What if it all is a illusion and he just could kind of control reality to only that extent? Just a very confusing image. No, a very convincing image. That's the word I was looking for. Why does he have a pocket full of skewers? You can still move even when you are suffocating. He wouldn't have to stop, he could have kept running. Nope. Big car. It's okay, so it is kind of an illusion or something, because if it had just rendered a car there, I'm not sure he can just make it disappear like that. Do you really have to specify how many rounds? Why say 12? Was that a warning shot? I want to say it has a magazine size of 100. Or instantly replenishing, you know. Why put limits on yourself? You can do whatever you like with reality, apparently. Want to create a minigun that can shoot alligators? He's going to be quite fond of the floor after this, isn't he? If he can do anything like he says he can, why can't he just conjure up? Hmm. If his goal is just to save Index and he has the power to do whatever he likes with his words, then ugh. I mean, I've seen enough like medical cadavers to not be immediately shocked by that, but gross. Yes, there are limits to his abilities, or he could have just been like, yeah, Index, you don't have to lose your memories anymore. We're done here. Does he just now have a gun sword? Yeah, why didn't you just remove their hand in the first place? By the power of my words, you no longer have any arms. Gross. Yeah. When you grievously injure someone and they start laughing, and ominous organ music starts playing, I'd be concerned as well. Many, many things, but that's not going to stop his laughing. His words are betraying him this time. So is it a power of his own belief rather than the words itself? So to defeat him, you just have to destroy his mind. I suppose a sharp inducement of pain can really focus your mind. Yeah, sure, but Toma plays the bad guy quite well here. Let's hope he keeps his suit white. Certain stains would be quite visible. If he has self-doubt, then nothing is going to work. All the previous stuff gets undone. Yeah. So fill his head with things like you can do anything. He called him a monster, he becomes a monster. Very impressive. And he actually had his arm removed. Okay, so it did actually affect reality. Where are your eyes going, mate? Well, yes, but that's separate to why I'm here. How many self-inflicted injuries did he make just to get into hospital then? Or go through medical school just for the nurses, yes. Peeling an apple with a knife like that is strangely cathartic. Especially if you can get it all done in one long strand. Wait, did Toma just kill that guy? Ah, okay. If you could ensure that he wasn't a menace to society any longer, then why not integrate him again? Yeah, but it was quite clever how he worked it all out. That is something that I think we all have to agree with there. Fighting through the shock and everything. Don't eat his apples. His desires were somewhat seated in actually wanting to help, but he vanished. Bit close. Hi there. Oh yeah, she was talking about apples when she was asleep, weren't she? But you did anyway. Well, instead of hiding around a wall, then thank him for saving you. Why did you step in and save them? Do you have to need a reason? Do you have to have a reason to want to save someone? Not really. Okay. Why is there a... Good thing he's in a hospital. Why is there a cat in her clothes? Why did she bring a cat to hospital? And how has the cat not escaped and ran away outside anywhere so far? Does he have to pay for damages to the room? That cat may be the biggest enemy we face. But how could you stay mad at it? That kind of power of being able to manifest what you think is possible. So, whatever you want, you're able to do it. But only if you have enough confidence that it will succeed. So a power that really hinges on your mental state. Interesting. But what would happen if you couldn't really control it? Like if you were asleep and your subconscious is going off? And how many past acquaintances is he going to have to fight through now? Another cat. Actually, was that a high-powered rifle? And so after only 9 long episodes, we're now getting an actually, well, a hint at a intertwined story where they meet again after. Well, he wasn't actually saving her in the first one; he was saving the delinquents, which I still find was kind of funny. I wonder how many people actually think like that. Maybe some context would help. Do you need a reason to save someone? No, you you can just do it because it seems like the right thing to do, whether you know what's going on or not, but still. Maybe that's a feeling that we all meant to have because, you know, that was what the protagonist of the show was, and that's what he thought. So therefore that's the kind of moral standing that we're supposed to follow. But I'm not sure it's a thinking that everyone shares. Of course, helping everyone out of the goodness of your heart will lead to self-destruction. So a nice balance is needs to be found. And the less I see people being flayed alive and being able to actually witness blood vessels, the happier I'll be. And the fact that the red hair guy, can't remember his name, could just shrug it off like, yep, I lost all my skin. Yeah, it's fine, really. I had a thought. Does his hand have to be attached to him to work in order to keep the power active? Like, with his arm being cut off just then, could he have picked it up with his other hand and, like, waved it around a bit? Would it still have the same effect? I think laughing maniacally and getting slapped in the face by a severed arm would also have the same kind of shock value. If you enjoyed this episode, please let me know down below in the comment section, or by leaving a like on the video. If this episode wasn't enough to make you go, holy shit, then I'm not entirely sure what might be, but still, subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss out things in the future. Because if this was only the jumping off point for things to come, I'm expecting a lot. Will you be there to witness it? Hopefully. But get some rest. See you in the next one. You'll probably have a scar where the arm had to be surgically reattached, though. My patrons are the unearned sense of accomplishment that keeps the belief in my channel alive. So I want to thank Sal, Raywin, Electric Ant, Dynamite 1997, Shiwan, Jennifer Rojas, Mecha, Stinsfire, Big Boy, Yuki Ali, Dark Shadow 7899, Shane Dunlop and everyone else. And to help me materialise nonsense into thin air, then consider joining onto my Patreon as well.